Here's how I saved over £10,000 while living in London on a low income. So I wanted to talk about this because I was one of those people that got scammed when I moved to London, okay? I saved up all my money while I was living in Holland, and then I got a house here only to find out that it was a fake ad.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
So I had to save up money very quickly to get an apartment while earning £18,000. So it was not easy, trust me. Life was hard back then. And I didn't want to do this for more than, let's say, a year, 6 months. I really wanted to do it in 6 months, but realistically, it took me a year to save over £10,000. So this is how I did it. So the very first thing I will say is that this saved me a lot of money. Anybody out there, I don't care what age you are, and none of that. Those taboos are out the door nowadays, yeah? If you have the luxury to stay with a parent or with a friend and you have a clear goal of when you want to leave, how much you're saving, stuff like that, please do it. This saved me so much money, being able to live with friends and family, because your rent is one of the biggest expenses in your budget. Always remember this. Número dos. Leave me alone, Deandra. I'm very passionate about this. Number two, the second thing that really did help me a lot was meal prepping. So if you think about it, once you go to work, you're with your colleagues, of course you guys start spending money on lunch. And this adds up, yeah? It could be like 10 to 15 pounds a month. Oh, sorry, a week actually, or a day. It depends what you're eating. For me, I decided to start meal prepping. And on top of that, I lost weight. So hello, I'm just saying meal prepping helps as well. So that's tip number two. Number three, cancel anything, any small expenses, like gym subscriptions. Some of us don't even go to the gym, let's be honest. So unless you're someone that actually you go to the gym all the time and it's good for your mental health, sure, you keep it. But anything like Netflix, cinema subscriptions, whatever it is, if you can cancel them for a year. It saves you, even though it's very small, it adds up at the end of the year. It could be up to like £1,000, which is £1,000 quicker for you to save. So cancel all subscription or anything that costs you money, including your man. Take him out of the house.
Relax.
Another thing that I would say is not renewing your phone. Honestly, think about it. Do you really need a phone every 2 years, every year? No. If it still works and you're trying to save up to buy a house or renting a house, just don't renew your phone for another year. You will be fine. If anything, what I've noticed when I didn't do it, I started to be more in the moment. So I switched from having, let's say, a plan to not just going pay as you go, for instance. And by doing that, all my friends used to tease me because sometimes I wouldn't have data. Like, okay, it's finished. So if you need me, if there's no Starbucks with a Wi-Fi, you ain't gonna find me. Well, you can call me. No, but honestly, not canceling, no, actually not, how do you say this?
Renewing.
Not renewing your phone subscription has helped me save a lot as well. At least 40 to 50 pounds a month. So a very good tip that I got from one of my female coworkers, she was a single mom and she told me about this method that she uses called an envelope method. Never heard about this, and anybody who knows about me, I never have cash on me. But this girl said that the first time that as soon as she gets her pay, she goes and she takes out, let's say, the exact amount of money that she uses for groceries, for instance. So if she wants to use no more than £200 on groceries, she would take out £200, split it in 4 envelopes of 50. And when she goes to the supermarket, all she has is that £50. And that will teach you discipline on a different level, trust me. Now, one thing you have to do while you're saving up is be honest with yourself. What are your expenses? I went back in my budget and I saw that I shop a lot. I did a lot of takeaways, a lot of eating out. Check those little stuff and try to see how can you compromise. So for instance, for me, I wanted to go out with my friends and I wanted to eat out. So I could compromise a little bit on shopping. I have a lot of clothes anyways, and it's good for the environment not to shop so much. So I decided to just cut on shopping. So look at your expenses, really be critical and see what's important to you and cut where you can. For me, that was shopping. So another big expense is transportation costs. This is something that you use almost every single day to go to work. So you can cut on this as well. Now, I had a friend of mine and she was saving up as well. And she actually told me that she would rather wake up earlier and take the bus rather than the train because buses are cheaper in London than trains. So yes, it might be a bit extreme, but if you're trying to save up quickly, for me personally, I wouldn't mind taking a 2-hour journey versus a 1-hour journey, but get to my goal 6 months or 3 months in advance, you see? So it's up to you, but think about your transportation costs. Where can you cut in order to save up more? So these are some of the tips of things that I did. And remember, this was just based on my experience. I was lucky that I could save up. If you have someone else, let's say if you have a partner as well that you're saving up with, of course you'll get there quicker. And if you're lucky that you can live with friends, again, you will be able to get to your goal much, much quicker. But if in your circumstances, you're still renting a place, then it will take you much longer. But honestly, hang in there, go through your budget, look at your variable and your fixed cost, and based on that, try to see what variable cost you can tweak here and there in order to help you save up and get that house, that car, or whatever it is that you're trying to save for. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and like and do all the good stuff that everybody usually does. And we will see you next time.